small plane crash happened in New Jersey that we've been hearing. I haven't heard much about plane crashes lately, except for stuff that was happening when you had the just some of the plane crashes that happened when Donald Trump first got elected, and people started saying bringing politics into everything. But let's jump right into that and see what this is talking about.
Right now, let's get back out right now to this another breaking news event out of New Jersey. They're calling it a potential mass casualty incident of a small plane crash in the Williamsport area in New Jersey. You can see a live picture right now, emergency vehicles on hand and very preliminary information. As you can see, the runway there, this appears to be just off the end, as according to reports, a small aircraft has crashed on Wednesday around 5:30 in the evening. Gloucester County Emergency Management says multiple agencies are assisting at the Cross Keys Airport in Monroe Township. There is no confirmation on how many people were inside the plane or the severity of potential injuries. You can see 2, 3, 4 fire engines on hand, EMS, police as well. So very limited information. I don't know if this plane was landing, if this plane was taking off. So unsure of that, but the nature of the airport, the nature of the planes that land at a small airport just south of Philadelphia indicates it was not a big plane, so it couldn't hold a ton of people, but you can see them with gators out, potential injuries. So viewer discretion is advised here watching this unfold in real time. Is this what was posted on social media from the emergency management crew talking about this, talking about a multi-agency mass casualty incident at the Cross Keys Airport, a downed aircraft. Please avoid the area to allow emergency vehicles the best access. So that posted on Facebook, courtesy of their emergency management there in the New Jersey area. Just south of Philadelphia, if you're familiar with the area. So they call it a mass casualty incident, and that could be multiple people injured. It does not necessarily indicate that people were killed, but that also could be the case. Not exactly sure what's going on here with this, but a story that we're going to follow into the evening hours.
Now that is crazy. Now let me see if I can. All right, we got to do some more research on it to see if anything else pops up. So let's do some quick searches. That's the main thing. Always do your research, everybody. Look at, let's see. Wow. Right into that. Okay, yep. So let me show my screen to y'all so we got to look at some articles now. So emergency management said that multiple agencies are assisting 5 people who were injured were expected to be transported to Cooper University Hospital. The airport services mostly private. Okay, the airport services mostly private passenger planes. Okay, so it was only 5, it sounds like 5 people on the plane. Is that it? See, they don't have that. They don't never have too much information about stuff. Let's look. Come on, let's find some more stuff. Is there anything else that we can find about this? That's crazy. Now, do you think that smaller planes are more safe than the larger ones? I would think that the smaller planes are more safe than the larger planes. I remember the first time I got on an airplane. I was scared. This was when I was going to Las Vegas. Las Vegas the first time. It was wild. It was a scary feeling being on that plane. But let's see if we can find if there's anything else. If not, see if there's anything else that pops up about it. But just a small little incident. Okay, so just one. Let's see this video right here.
I want to go back to our breaking news story now from Gloucester County, New Jersey, where Chopper 6 is once again over that single-engine plane crash at the Cross Keys Airport in Williamstown, Gloucester County, New Jersey. And as you can see, emergency officials are still on the scene attending to the wounded. We're told there are multiple injuries. We're also learning that there were 14 people on board the
Okay.
aircraft when it crashed.
All right, yep. Heard that. 14 people on board. So Ashley, yeah, you don't like the express or small planes. I can understand that. I feel like there's more. What I've heard is there's more turbulence on the smaller planes as opposed to the bigger ones. I've never been on a smaller plane, so that is absolutely wild.
And there are multiple injuries of different varieties, various injuries we're told, and at least 5 medevacs are heading to Cooper Hospital. So at least 5 people have been injured in this plane crash, again in Williamstown, New Jersey, the 1500 block of North Tuckahoe Road in Williamstown, Gloucester County, at the Cross Keys Airport. We do not know the circumstances involving the plane, whether it was taking off or landing at the time. But again, a number of emergency officials are here tending to the wounded, multiple injuries. 14 people were on board that aircraft. Not sure, again, where it was heading to or coming from, but we are following this news story as we look live from Chopper 6. So many emergency vehicles at the scene, and that may be one of the medevacs at the scene, tending to the wounded, rushing people to Cooper Hospital. We're continuing to follow this news story, a single-engine plane crash at the Cross Keys Airport in Williamstown, Gloucester County, and we'll bring you more information as it becomes.
Everybody, that is crazy. Jesus. Now, when I think about this, because I've done a lot of work at airports, just designing the taxiways and then doing their drainage plans. Hey, but that is absolutely crazy. I've been at these small airports and seen these small planes, and I've just never gotten on one. That is crazy. But that is it for that video right there. It sounds like no one was died, so that is always a plus. We love to hear that there's been no deadly casualties. There's injuries, of course, that had to be medevaced. Now, let's. I want to say something. Medevaced. I've heard that when you get medevaced out of somewhere with the helicopter, those helicopter planes I said helicopter planes. Those helicopters, the helicopter rides, be like 40 bands, $40,000, $30,000, something crazy like that. And then there was a topic, this is just getting a little off topic, but there was a topic like, if you pass out and then you are, without your knowledge, medevaced to the hospital, you won't have to pay that money because you never gave them consent to medevac you. But $30,000 for a helicopter ride just sounds crazy to me. Now, you know, hospitals love to mark stuff up, but that is absolutely wild. But that is it for that video. We'll see if there's any more updates on anything, of course. So I'll do some more research to see if there's anything updated on that. But that is wild. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the Word. Remember to like and subscribe.